Toady 1, 2, you're no longer a child, you've grown up to become a peasant. Wonder what's in your future. Cutie my boy X, you're done here with your artifact, and you've created the name of sport, a red gossular balance scale. Valued at 85,200 dwarf bucks. This has a decent history on it. It is encrusted with resin opal, decorated with Brock flower, and encircled with bands of red gossular. Tin, cat leather, and green glass. This object is adorned with hanging rings of resin opal and tin and menaces with spikes of turtle shell. On the item is an image of Abin Thingear the Vault Dweller and Vault Dwellers in turtle shell. Abin Thingear is surrounded by the Vault Dwellers, and this relates to the ascension of Abin Thingear to leadership in Year 6. We're going to have the whole history of our empire mapped out soon, at least the leadership, who's stepped up to power and when. I'm guessing we've had a rather peaceful history until recently, when the Enclave started pushing on us. So it's 18th Galena 145. Passacoy, you were beat down earlier this year, and there hasn't been any other justices handed out. Flame of Dark has kept his demands relatively simple. He wanted 2 trousers made earlier, so Jay Crittner, in his legendary status, went over there and made them. We'll continue to train the military here. Most of them are well equipped now. Sir Maze 3, let's check inventory for a bit. You've got iron combat armor and an iron helm on. Slaxer, you're wearing a turtle bone left gauntlet. You've got a copper super sledgehammer and iron helm. You need to get some body armor on. You got lots of blood and vomit all over you. Mud, blood, vomit, you're covered in stuff. Her, iron combat armor. Bone Greaves, super sledgehammer. So some people are training up their mace and hammer skills around here. Muskox, 2 gray, you've got a steel helm, Tesla armor on. Nico 2, turtle bone helm, Tesla armor. Haven't seen anyone using our artifact weapons yet. Variax, you're healed up and back in action. You're training right now. You've got iron combat armor this time on. Let's check you. You're very strong, unbelievably agile, and very tough. You're a legendary wrestler, an armor user, and a shield user. And Kitty's Guy 2, you're also back. You've got iron Tesla armor, and that's it. Ripok 2, you've got our legendary artifact gauntlet on here. The turtle shell gauntlet, the right hand one, the lustrous blueness. It's expensive. You've claimed it for yourself. And that's its history right there. Relates to the scuttling of our wagon in 129. How could we ever forget? So we'll let the military get back to training here, hopefully get this aqueduct, I think it's called, get that set up and running, get the wells placed all over the fortress, and fix this water problem. I'm also going to go ahead and show you this little experiment I'm going to try. I'm going to uncage this right here, this wall. I'm going to have somebody come in and remove it, and that way, hopefully, if some of these fire imps will try to come out of there. I might also have them dig a downward stairwell here, give the imps a better chance to get up here, because I want to get, there's only like 3 of them down there, and I'd like to get them caged up so I can open this up a little bit. I want to start using this magma to dump things in and get rid of some of the trash in this fortress. So we'll see how this goes. Got some military that are going to be stationed over here just in case. I don't really expect too many problems with this, but if there are, you'll know why we cut back to Vault Dwellers on fire running away. Okay, well, it's 12th Limestone 145, and we're going to have another beating soon. Flame of Dark has mandated that 3 nickel silver items be created, and so far as I know, I can't create nickel silver. I don't have zinc anywhere on the map that I've been able to find. So unless I find that somewhere down in the mine, or heck, I might even destroy some of the walls of our fortress on a level if I find some. But I guess we'll see what happens here. It'll take a while for him to fulfill that urge to kill somebody. A few seasons at least, I think. So maybe by spring 146, that might be how long we have. We'll see who gets punished. We have a whole bunch of blacksmiths and metalsmiths and armor smiths now that he could choose from. There's a party in the bedroom there. All the military's showing up. Gonna be a noise complaint from the neighbors down the stairs. Who's down there? Spore? You're right below them sleeping. A caravan from Illumavon has arrived. Too bad we don't have an accessible depot. Yet. Maybe by the next decade, maybe by year 150 we'll have that trade depot up and running. Still just smoothing this down. Waiting to get that completely smoothed down. The doors are going up well. It won't take our mechanics very long to get those levers hooked up, and we'll have to do it in order to make sure that I don't wind up with the same problem I have over here, which is where this door didn't get hooked up. Probably because these doors got hooked up to the lever first and then no one could get back there. So that door is forever doomed to be open right there. I might just remove it and build a wall. And that's open. I don't see any cage traps sprung. There's a fire imp up there. Let's dig our little friend a downward stairwell, should we? Which one is that? J. And we'll dig it right here on the edge. And then we'll build an upward stairway right there. And that's sure to get the fire imp up there. Who will go? Who is brave enough to go mine this out? ABC Man wanted to step up to the vent there, peer into the drain pipe. Got a lot of idlers. It's catfish, isn't it? The catfish steps up to the pipe, starts digging the stairs. And the catfish gets the stairway dug. We'll see what that imp decides to do. We're gonna forbid this doorway now. Nobody go in there. I've also got those cage traps forbidden, so if an imp does get caught, no one will go up there and try to get it. At least not yet. I'm not sure if I should try to get a fire imp if it gets trapped in a cage. Can it shoot out of the cage still? Catch us in fire? You know what? I know why it's not coming up. Let's not forbid this door. We'll unforbid that door, but we need to put a chain here. We need to put a restraint. A Brock flower rope in there. Because what we really need to do is put some bait in there. The fire imp needs to be enticed to come up, but I think we've got some kitties that can go there. We've been letting the kitties breed so they can be roped up around the place. Look, there's one right there. Yeah, so I've got these dogs that continue to come on guard duty in this guard tower here long after their owners who used to hold these posts have died and gone on. Like, this dog used to be with whoever this was that was guarding this before the tantrum spiral happened. And there's another dog that keeps coming up to here and standing where his owner used to patrol around these windows. I'm not sure whose dogs they were. They're our old war dogs, continuing the tradition of their master. And there's just a foolish Brahmin who keeps coming around. Brahmin seems to like this yellow area. I'm not sure why it keeps coming here. Cephal, Canlava, you've adopted a kitten named Cephal. There's where that dog died. That's what got me thinking about it. Whoops. Don't dump his body. Claim his body. That's what got me thinking about those dogs up there that keep going on duty. Still haven't had any fire imps come up through here and get caught in the cage trap, though we do have a kitten as bait in there now. There's that dog. And he'll just stay up here on guard duty for the rest of his life, I guess. His name is Abin Air Genius. And this dog's name is Cole Entry Sizzle. The only two guards who remain besides the cats we have chained up. The only two guards left in that